Conversion 1. Changing copper to CuNO3 2. In this reaction, you are seeing copper and nitric acid turning into copper 2 nitrate, nitrogen dioxide, and water.
Some of the nitrogen bumping off, some of the hydrogen to get some water vapor through.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, let the gas escape.
Huh? Oh.
That's cool.
So far it's been 3 minutes.
Okay. Oh, it's starting to bubble.
I don't know. I guess once all the copies.
Almost done.
Most of our copper deteriorates. Conversion 2. Changing copper nitrate into CuOH2. In this step, you will be making copper 2 nitrate with sodium hydroxide into copper 2 hydroxide and sodium nitrate. Conversion 3, changing CuOH2 to CuO. Add 100 milliliters of distilled water. And heat. In this conversion, you will be taking copper 2 hydroxide and changing it to copper 2 oxide and water.
Well, it's technically like the same thing.
Decanting is just pouring excess water off the top of a substance.
Don't trip.
Conversion 4, changing CO to CuCl2. In this reaction, you will see copper 2 oxide and hydrochloric acid turning into copper 2 chloride and water. Conversion 5, changing CuCl2 to Cu. In this reaction, you will see aluminum and copper 2 chloride turn into copper and ammonium chloride.
The Copper Lab Day 2. When you return the next day, this is what your beaker would look like. You can see the reddish brown copper at the bottom of the beaker and a clear liquid above it. Our procedure says to remove the aluminum from the beaker, and so I've looked through the copper and do not see any silvery colored aluminum remaining. And so we want to now decant and discard the clear liquid. And decant means to pour off the extra liquid. So I'll place a stirring rod along the lip of the beaker. We'll slowly pour out the liquid, leaving the reddish brown copper behind. Then we will wash the copper in the beaker twice with hot distilled water. And so I have 100 milliliters of distilled water that's been heated on a hot plate. We'll stir and let the copper settle to the bottom and decant again. And this rinsing and decanting process will be repeated one additional time. Then we will place the copper on a clear watch glass to dry. We'll be using a stirring rod with a rubber policeman on the tip. And we'll carefully scrape all the copper onto the watch glass. And the final step before drying would be to smooth out the copper on the watch glass and look for any small bits of remaining aluminum. Because when we mass this once it's dry, we do want the mass of just the copper, not the copper and aluminum. And I see one piece there in the middle that looks silvery colored that we'll have to take out. And once this copper is dry, we can determine our percent recovery and mass it and determine how much copper we have compared to what we started with. So that's the end of the Copper Lab, day 2.